right, it's looking like we got an update in this DJ Academics. It is what it is. Beef. DJ Academics just responded to Camron and Mase because they tried to defend Stat Baby, who tried to defend Loren Lorosa. Now, if you didn't catch exactly what happened, that's on yesterday's update. On yesterday's update, I also said the person who's the weakest link is Mase. Mase has a wild past from Atlanta. We'll talk about that a little bit at the end of this upload. But first, let's see what DJ Academics had to say. This is getting crazy. Y'all ain't gonna want to miss this.
Oh man, Stat Baby, congrats. You are getting the raise tonight. I know for a fact that Cam and Mase are somewhere sitting back, laughing, watching all this, saying to themselves, yo, it's about to be a good next couple of months. Now, to all my subscribers that's not entertained by this back and forth with Academics and all these media people, I'm sorry. I promise I will get back to regular scheduled programming. And I'll be honest with you guys, man, it's not really too much going on right now in hip-hop. If you guys want me to cover Lil Wayne kicking out his fiance on Mother's Day, I might do that for you guys on the next video. But with that being said, it's officially
Come on, let's get to it, chick.
Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, just might have given us Drake vs. Kendrick Part 2 in media form in 2025. After DJ Academics responded back to Stat Baby for defending Loren, somebody from the Cam and Mase Instagram page responded back to Academics. They sent him a very strong warning telling him, hey, Academics, out of all the tweets you've seen, you decided to say something back to Stat. Why? Because we poppin'? But that's cool. We gonna make this clear and simple. It ain't gonna be no type of violating going on, especially with Stat. Fair warning. Now, I'm here to tell you guys I was wrong. In the last video, I told you guys there's no way Academics will respond back to Cam and Mase. I said Academics would definitely duck the smoke with Cam and Mase because let's be honest, who wants to go back and forth with Cam that's petty as hell? I genuinely thought Academics would skate past this response and just move on to his regular hip-hop topics. But tonight on his stream, Academics told Cam and Mase, yo, don't even warn me, just swing. You don't gotta prep me for nothing. If you're gonna punch me, take your best swing. Academics officially set it off with Cam and Mase. Here's what he said.
One who's calling you out of your name or calling you a liar or defaming you, people do comment on it. By the way, I'm not mad at somebody commenting about it. My thing is about you jumping in, almost picking sides. You could be a neutral arbiter. You could be a person who's watching. Like, for example, I'll give you an example. Mase, when they came out like about, let me see, it's about 17, 18 years now saying that you was fucking a tranny, you ain't seen niggas jump out there and be like, oh yeah, Mase is No, we just trying to see what's up. We don't pick and choose when two people getting into it, especially when it ain't our business. What I'm saying is my business with Shorty. She called me a liar. Why your co-host jumping in? This ain't no about picking on Stat or whatever. Bruh, when was calling you out of your name and you defending yourself, if anybody else jumped in piling on with the other person, you would feel offended. You ain't see the whole media jump in basically saying, oh, nah, Mase was fucking trannies. No. So just stay out of my business. And I'm saying it respectfully for all of y'all. Stay out of my business. Woman call me a liar. I'm defending myself. Please don't jump in and try to pick a side already. Unless you're trying to say you're trying to get it up with me. Same thing with Cam. Yo, Cam, when niggas were saying you got socked in the eye by whoever the fuck, well, True Life, this and third, and you showing the pool, this and... Bruv, nobody jumped in. I love your music. Nobody jumped in and was just like, yeah, that's what happened. Yeah, Cam probably did get... No, we let y'all brothers go back and forth, even though niggas did comment on it. Niggas commented about y'all going back and forth. Niggas ain't pick a side. So my thing is, brother, I get it. Y'all sensitive because that's y'all co-host and y'all gonna stick up for that person. But why the fuck she my business? My business is with this woman who called me out my name, called me a liar. You ain't see that tweet? Do I gotta bring y'all back? Because I rock with these brothers. But the idea, I understand the idea of defending your co-host, but I ain't gonna understand no type of lame activity and y'all thinking that I shouldn't respond to y'all co-host when she jump in my business. She jump in my business. I ain't jumping her business. If it was about a breakup going on, that it is what it is, and I said, man, y'all should have been fired this chick. She was untalented, and she checked me online, and she said some shit, nigga, she's within her right. Why am I in her business like this? Especially if we're all in the media space. So what I did when I offered And I thought I kept it light with her. Just stay in a woman's place, short. Like, chill out, bro. I got respect for Cam and Mase. Chill out. Now, I was going to leave it at that. I wasn't even going to look to see what she said after. But I don't know who's on the It Is What It Is talk page. I don't know if y'all are like, maybe y'all think this is like some WWE shit or whatever. And I look at both of y'all and I have too much respect for y'all to think y'all would be doing shit like that. Where y'all like, but then I seen the huffing and puffing. I'm like, bro, if that's how y'all feel, Akademiks don't need no goddamn warning. Don't give me no warning. I don't need no warning. I don't need no first chance, second chance. I don't need that. Just make sure y'all are aware of what the fuck y'all going up on. Y'all going up on y'all co-host, jumping in a conversation that wasn't about her, that clearly was between me and somebody else. I told her to stay in her goddamn place. And if that's what y'all want to ride out about, okay, that's cool. I'm not knocking it because I get it. But this idea, number one, completely false. Oh, you're only mentioning us because we're popping. Cam and Mase, respectfully, y'all niggas been rappers for like 40 years. Y'all just got into this content game. I done made $20 plus million, never rapped the fucking bar. Actually, I did. Lil Lack was fire. I was the guy. Anyway, the point is this. Y'all can't hit me with no, oh, you're mentioning. I don't mention niggas for clout. You think I mention media niggas for clout? And I look up to y'all niggas, but y'all are media niggas at this point. And I like y'all. I really do like y'all. I like y'all program. I think what y'all doing is great. I don't take nothing away from it because I'm going to still watch y'all. But this idea that y'all trying to like that kind of look a little weird to me. Because I get it. When you see those two women start getting at me, the internet are dick riders.
Now, you gotta imagine that whatever response Cam and Mase had drafted up.
All right, I gotta say this right here. I don't think Cam and Mase thought Akademiks was gonna come back like that. But if you watch yesterday's upload, go back to yesterday's upload, I said Mase was the weak link. Mase has a pass from Atlanta that's a little shaky. I ain't say nothing. All I said was Mase has a pass from Atlanta that's a little sketchy, and I kept it pushing. But his pass from Atlanta is an automatic kill shot. As long as you got the courage to just go at him, like, it's an automatic kill shot. From the stuff with trannies, from Rest in Peace Pimp C. I love Pimp C, dog. Rest in Peace Pimp C. But Pimp C on his rant when he was talking about Jeezy, when he was talking about T.I., he was also talking about Mase. When he said, yeah, we know who was in the truck with them boys. Well, the story back then was Mase was in the truck with a boy. That was the story back then. The stories back then was Mase was messing with trannies. This was all in Atlanta before Atlanta blew up, but we knew a lot of weird to the left stuff was going on in Atlanta. Also the stories of Mase being a pastor and just being a jinky pastor at that. So that's the Mase side of things. Then to bring in Camron's side, where Camron got punched in the face by True Life, or allegedly. You get what I'm saying? Allegedly, we don't know. Or you can bring up the situation with Rucker Park, or you can bring up the situation in Baltimore. It's a lot of situations where stuff was happening to Cam, but we don't got too many stories of what Cam did. I'm just being, I'm G, bro. I gotta keep it honest. I gotta look at both sides and keep it honest. That's why I said on the face value yesterday, this battle looks like Cam and Mase can get at him. But if you know the history of hip hop and you know the history of everybody involved, this could get ugly. But it is what it is, because the hosts actually have a lot of baggage with them. Where, like, with Mase in Atlanta is crazy. Ask your old heads what was going on with Mase in Atlanta. It was all craziness. Trannies getting caught with boys in the SUV, being a pastor, being a jinky pastor. And if Act takes the angle of, what happened with Cam, he could take the angle of every time something was with Cam, he was either getting beat up, ran out, or shot. And it was never no stories the other way. Even though, I'm going to say this also, Dipset is my favorite group. Like, I used to love just like listening to him because I thought it was like a dope group. You had Jim Jones, who really couldn't rap. You had Joel Santana, he was like the young fly one who could rap. And you had Camron, who didn't try to rap. He was more of a boss. But if you knew Camron's past, like Confessions of Fire Camron, you knew he actually could rap. He was just letting Joel's have it. And I thought that was always dope. That was actually my favorite group. None of my favorite rappers, because they never could really rap good enough to be my favorite rapper. But they were my favorite group. But I know the history of these guys. So just going back and forth with people, I didn't think it was like, because Akademiks can get a little nuclear, and I knew he was going to bring this stuff up. I knew, like, you can really look at Cam's past and be like, yo, every situation was a badge on for you. It was a badge on for you, every situation. You can look at Mase and just bring up Atlanta. Just bring up Mase in Atlanta, and it's crazy. All right, and this ain't me saying it. Let's see what Pimp C had to say about Mase in Atlanta. I don't know nothing. This with Pimp C. All I did was type in Pimp C Mase. That's all. I'm just being, I'm G. I ain't here to take nobody's side. I'm the one who keep it G though. You know what I'm saying? Then we're going to get back to Akademiks because I got something to say about Akademiks too. But this is what Pimp C said. And, Pimp C addresses. I don't know what Pimp C was addressing.
What you do, then don't do it. And if anything you're ashamed of, you shouldn't be doing it. You know who getting caught in the Range Rover with the boy. You know what's going on in Atlanta, just like I know. You know who got caught in the Range Rover with the boy. Okay?
Nah, don't really.
Nice. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Because if I know you know because you in Atlanta.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
So let me say this.
So this is the radio. We know who got caught in the truck with the boy. He said, I'm not from there, and you from there, so if I know, you know. The other co-host said, oh, it's Mase. Then the co-host who said, oh, I don't know, he came around and said, oh yeah. What we talking about? What we talking about? That's their history. That's Mace's history. Now Mase is doing It Is What It Is. And let me tell you what doing sports is. He doing It Is What It Is maybe 15, 16 years after this happened. So that era from when this happened, that was like the what? That's like during there like that the Allen Iverson beginning of Kobe era, beginning of LeBron James era. You gotta think LeBron James been in the game for over 20 years now. There's a whole new set of fans that watch the NBA now, so they don't know Mace's past. They think Mase and Cam are just two old rappers. Like when people want to get at them from the NBA, the players nowadays, they be like, "Oh, y'all just watched up rappers." They don't know the past of these guys. So when they cross over and go at hip hop heads, if Mase goes at a hip hop head, the hip hop heads can bring up Mase in Atlanta. We know who you are. We're not none of the new school basketball watchers. No. We're not new school basketball. We're not Ant-Man fans. We're not fans of Luka Doncic. I mean, I am a fan of both of them, but their demographic is only 20, 19, 18, 17. You can be a whole new person to these people. And I'm a fan of Mase and Cam, but we can't lie about the past. If Akademiks, and I said this yesterday, if Akademiks brings this stuff up, it can get ugly because this is his past. Now everybody is fans of Cam and Mase, just like me. Y'all probably ain't gonna like me bringing this up, but I'm G, baby. You got people to the left that's gonna lie to you, people to the right that's gonna lie to you. This is the truth. That it just is what it is. That's his truth. That's the truth of his past, of what Pimp C said. I'm not saying it's the truth. Pimp C said that. Pimp C got mad, said the truth about Mase. Mase ain't never defended because ain't nobody gonna say nothing back to Pimp C. He came at Jeezy and said you wasn't X, Y, and Z. Jeezy ain't defended. He just said, man, you know how to pimp be. He went at T.I. and said what he said. He said what he said. And it was what it was when he said it. Ain't nobody's calling him a liar. So it is what it is. Now let's move. Let's get back to Akademiks. Cause I gotta keep it G. you know, I love Cam and Mase. I say it again. I love Dipset. I love It Is What It Is. I love Mase's story, how he came out the young boy and he was actually slated to be the king of hip hop. It's just a lot of things happen on his way up. DJ Akademiks, man. For one, you got here because you keep responding to females. Now, I don't like Akademiks for his situation with the little boy on stream. I thought that was super weird. I think he's super weird for that. But he is keeping the same energy with the guys that he's keeping with the females. I don't respect him, so I can't sit here and say that I respect it. I respect his grind, but him as a person, the way that he acts towards females and the way that he acted towards that little boy from Pakistan, doing weird, zesty stuff, I'll never rock with that. That'll never be cool. And I'll never really watch his show again. I can't rock with that. All right, so y'all drop it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. I said it on yesterday's upload. Y'all can tap into that to see how we got here. I said, yo, this ain't good if Mase Atlanta situation comes up, because Mase Atlanta is crazy. It's crazy. All right. Drop it in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this. Let me know what y'all think about Act going directly at Cam and Mase. It Is What It Is. Let me know what y'all think about Mase in Atlanta. If this is new to y'all, this is wide knowledge to hip hop heads that's been around for the last 20 years. It's a lot of y'all that's really just become hip hop heads in the last 10 years. So y'all can really be told whatever somebody wants y'all to believe. But for the people that have been around, it's like, we already knew a lot of the skeletons that could have came out. All right. Let me know what y'all think about that. Also, I'm gonna put a video on the screen. It's gonna pop up like right here at this point. It's gonna be like right here. It's gonna tell y'all how we got here, exactly what happened and how we got here. All right. If ain't nobody told you they love y'all, I love y'all. It's your boy, What's Up, G. I'm out, y'all. Whoa, this is like crazy.